In this section on slope-intercept form using transformations, our goal is to be able to graph linear equations by using the parent function y equals x and describing transformations defined by changes in the slope or y-intercept. Let's begin by talking about what is a transformation. A transformation is any change in the original graph. This can be a translation, which means to shift up or down, like I take the picture of a heart and I shift it down. I translate it down. That's a translation. A dilation, which is a stretch or shrink, I take the picture of a heart and I increase it in size. I've stretched the picture, I've made it larger. Or a reflection, which is flip. So I take my original picture of the heart and I flip it upside down, for example. We will compare graphs of linear functions with the graph of f of x equals x. Now remember, f of x equals x is another way to say y equals x. Let's go to our calculator and find y equals and type x. Y equals x. And then we can go to a table of values, second table, and we can look at what the table of value gives us. See how when y equals x, the y and the x are the same number. -3, -3, -2, -2. When y equals x, those are the same numbers. So I'm going to fill in my table with some of these points. -2 and -2. -1, -1. 0, 0. 1, 1. 2, 2. Just some points that are easy to plot here. -2, -2. -1, -1. 0, 0 is the origin. 1, 1. 2, 2. And then I can get my straight edge and connect the points to graph my line. And draw my arrow. This is the parent function, y equals x. We're going to use this original graph to see how other linear equations will look after a transformation. We can explore transformations using this website, desmos.com. Let me give you a little tour of it. Here's desmos.com. When you first get to this website, it's going to look like this, and you'll want to launch the calculator pressing the red button. You see this graph right here. Now to give you a little tour around this site, right here is where we can type in our equation. So I can take y equals x and type that in. I can also do that using my keyboard. Notice how it graphs it right away. Over here, I can make it bold by using the projector mode. See how it makes that line nice and bold? I can also change some other things that we don't need to worry about right now. I can go to the zoom and zoom in so I can see things a little bit more sharply, or I can zoom out if I need to. I can change some things over here, like maybe I don't want to graph just y equals x, but maybe I want to graph y equals x plus 3. Or maybe I want to keep y equals x, but then I want to create another graph that compares to y equals x, like y equals x plus 3, and then it shows me another graph. Or maybe I want to make the 3 into any number. So instead of calling it 3, I can call it b, and I'm going to type b. Add a slider. If I hit that, now b can equal 1, or b can equal anything that I slide b to. I can double click on the y-intercept because that's going to be an important point in our explorations, and now when I slide B, I can watch what happens to B. Now I don't just have to type y equals, I can also use function notation, an f of x expression. So I can type f of x, f of x expression. Oh, let's try that again. I could add b, or I could try something different. Maybe I try mx. Add the slider for m and see what happens when we change the m. I can also animate m by pressing the play button and watching as it moves on its own and what happens to the picture. I can slow it down if I need to or speed it up. If you have a computer or a tablet at home, check out this website, play around with it a little bit before class. Also, if you have a tablet or a smartphone, you can download the app onto your tablet or smartphone. If you have a tablet or smartphone, I'll expect you to download this free app before you get to class next time. In class, we will do an activity that takes us through the transformations, and we'll fill in the following after our in-class activity. See you then.